All right, Japhi, we want to get to know you a little bit. We want the fans to get to know who you are here. So we got three good questions for you. First one, let's name your favorite movie, your favorite food, author, artist, genre of music, anything like that.
All right. Well, my favorite movie has to be Johnny English Reborn. My favorite food is an Ethiopian dish called gutfo, and my favorite time of year is just Christmas time.
Awesome. What about music? What kind of music do you listen to?
Music, I'm more of a rap guy. Like Lil Baby, Polo G. A lot of those rappers gonna, strictly that. To be honest.
What about what was the one guy you were listening to? Young Boy NBA or what's it? What's his
Oh,
name?
NBA YoungBoy,
That's
NBA
it.
YoungBoy.
Thought that was
He's
your
all
guy.
right. I mean, he's
He's okay.
yeah.
All right. Next one here. Would you rather visit a beach or a mountain? Do you like sweet or salty things, dogs or cats?
All right. I'd rather visit a beach. Sweet, never salty, and I dislike cats less than dogs.
Awesome. Last
Hmm.
one here. Three words to describe you.
Three words. I'd have to use passionate, outgoing, and confident.
Awesome. So, first question then for you. Describe your family, where you grew up, brothers, sisters, mom, dad. Give us a glimpse into what JC Gudissa looks like growing up here.
Well, I actually grew up in Ethiopia, which is a country in Africa, and I was born in the capital city. Lived there for a couple of years with my mom and my dad, and my older brother also. Then we moved here to Hastings, and my little brother was born, and now it's just me, my mom, my older brother, and my younger brother.
Awesome. How long have you, when did you guys move to Hastings? How old were you?
Oh, well, actually, I was 2.5 when we moved from Ethiopia, and then we had to go to Rome first, and then go to Washington D.C. Then finally ended up in Minnesota. But before we actually came to Hastings, we lived in Shakopee for 2 years before that. So
Gotcha.
it's very like foggy. I don't really remember much, but yeah, I lived in Shakopee for 2 years. That's it.
Awesome. Do you still, have you gone over to Ethiopia ever or visited family over there or anything like that?
No, but I'm like looking forward to like maybe when I get out of college or something like that, just paying a visit to my family back home. Maybe go with my mom, my brother, something like that. Hopefully.
Awesome. Talk a little bit about your brothers and two. So I know you said you got a brother, Nadi,
Hmm.
and then you got a little brother as well. So maybe just give a little bit more background about your brothers.
Well, my older brother, Nati, just about to he's a senior in college now. He's doing well for himself. He actually went to Iowa State, and then he transferred his junior year. I'm pretty sure, and I think it's just the best thing. Like I've seen him turn into like just a man and be a great role model for me and my little brother, and that's what I'm trying to be for my little brother Caleb too. He's getting into sports now, which I love to see. Starting to play basketball, trying to be that role model for him. Just show him like what it means to be a student athlete.
Awesome. So you've lived in Hastings for a while now. Talk about the different schools that you've gone to in town here.
Well, I've actually went to a couple. So for my elementary school, I actually went to McAuliffe for the first 2 years for first and second grade. But then for some reason, I switched schools because of like where I lived. Like first, like I was closer to Pinecrest, sort of. I don't even know. But then I went to Pinecrest for third and fourth grade, and then I ended up finishing there, and then finally went to middle school at Hastings Middle School. Yeah.
Awesome. Now you're a senior at high school, a senior at the
Hmm.
Hastings High School. Um, Next one here. Let's start in maybe about maybe second grade. Then when you got to Hastings, talk about your sports journey. What sports were you interested in growing up? Which ones did you start playing? Maybe right about to sixth grade. Let's say about sixth grade.
Well, up to to sixth grade, I played like in sixth grade I played three sports, but ever since fourth grade I've been playing soccer and basketball, and like that's I've just started a passion like for that. And in sixth grade I played football for the first time. Um, it was a little bit new, a little interesting, kind of fun, getting to know new people, but just I just ended right after that. Never played football again. So yeah.
Awesome. What about at the middle school level?
For
Just sports. Yep.
for sports, yeah, yeah. I never got the chance to play soccer for the middle school level, like for the actual middle school, but I would always play traveling. For HFC Hastings Football United, HF Hastings Football Club. Sorry about that. And for basketball, I got the opportunity to play for the school, and that probably one of the most fun seasons I've had because I was with a great group of guys and we were just having fun. But I'd also play traveling as well for basketball.
Awesome. So starting in about ninth grade, then let's walk through every year of your sports journey in high school. What sports did you play? What level you played on? And then any accomplishments along with those sports.
So my freshman year, starting off with soccer, I played JV, and not much going on there, just like a development year for me. But one game I got called up to play varsity as a freshman, and I was so nervous. like I was I didn't I wasn't really like confident in my soccer skills back then, and then I just went in and I just played, and like I ended up doing good. I didn't get to score that year, but I just played my heart out, and that's all I could do. And then basketball, my freshman year. Uh, it was very interesting because it was the same guys I just had played with from middle school, and we all just went in there wanting to have like a good time. We didn't see anything special like coming from us, so we just played hard, do our work, all that, and so then on to my sophomore year. I started varsity for soccer my sophomore year, and pretty good season, one of our best seasons ever as like Hastings Raiders soccer program, which is definitely something I'm gonna remember. Love playing with those guys. Then moving on to basketball. Also got to play a little bit varsity at the start of the season, but then I ended up going back to JV, get a little bit more development in. They were thinking, and so started playing JV, just got more confident, and it helped me lead on to the next year, my junior year, which I started my junior year for basketball, and then also one of our best years that we have had and like great group of guys as well. For soccer, our junior year was a little disappointing. My junior year, because we had a very nice team. It's just something wasn't clicking. We like it's no one thing about it, just like little minor details that we just needed to fix. And now onto my senior year of soccer. Um, this year, I just I just went out and tried to have fun out there. Like I've been playing with these guys for fourth, like how long, and all I wanted to do was just make the most of that time with them, and we ended up winning a couple games, and like I was happy about that, like proud of it. Ended up scoring a couple goals too, so it's not the end of the world. And now currently for basketball, couple games in, probably one of my favorite moments from this season, and like my favorite moment of like all my sports history was like about a month ago. We were playing South St. Paul. They projected to be number one in our conference. We had a lot of new guys coming out, like coming into the team, and we showed some like good strides that we could be good, but at the end we lost. I eventually had 32 points, which I'm probably gonna remember for a while, but um, this is a tough loss, anyways. So yeah,
Is that one of your best games?
yeah,
4 points
definitely
that you've ever had?
for points. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool. Let's go on then. A little bit more about your background too, or maybe your interests. Talk about what kind of, if you're into music, if you're into video games, any kind of hobbies you have. And then let's roll into your post secondary plans, college, where you're looking right now, thinking about a major, thinking about the future too. So college plans as well.
All right. Well, I love listening to music. Always listen to music before basketball, after basketball, any sport event. If I'm just doing homework, like sometimes I just do math homework and listen to music, and I just get it done so much faster. But other than that, I just like to chill at my house a lot. Hang out with my family. I like to play 2K a lot. Just relaxing. Other if I'm not doing schoolwork, I'm just at home, just chilling.
Awesome. And then college plans.
Oh yeah, yeah. College plans. So I just a couple weeks ago, I was talking to my mom, and we set up like this list of like a couple schools that I wanted to like go attend to, like, and I finally got to to finish all the applications and stuff, and I'm now starting to get some emails of like receiving my application. So I don't know where I'm leaning towards to right now, but um Southwest State, Minnesota kind of has my eye. Like that might be where like I want to go to. I haven't decided on a major yet, but that's the school I'm looking at.
Are you thinking about playing any sports there?
I don't know. Maybe if I'm gonna play sports, I'd have to reach out to like a JUCO in Minnesota, something like that, and that's what I want. If I wanted to play uh, basketball or something else in college, that's what I would do. But as of right now, I'm just focused on my academic career.
Awesome. So talking about yourself a little bit more too. Obviously, you play. If you've been talking about it, you play soccer and basketball. So what's one of the main reasons why you play sports? Is it something that maybe something that happened as a young kid, loving sports, or let's go through why you play sports.
Well, two reasons mainly. I've just one of them. I've just grown a love for the game, for soccer and basketball. Like I just anytime I'm always excited to play. There's no time where I'm like mad to be at practice. Like if we're running, doesn't matter. I'm still at practice, you know. And like I love that. But also for my family, because I I didn't originally want to start basketball, want to start soccer, but like my brother played soccer, played basketball, so I was like, I want to make him proud. I want to be like him. So whatever I would do out there on the field or the court is for the people out like in the stands watching me. My mom, my dad back then, and then my older brother now, my little brother, just just continuously playing for them and doing whatever I can to make them proud.
Awesome. So you've had a pretty good career so far with soccer and basketball. What's been one of the most rewarding experiences or times playing sports at Hastings High School?
Well, just the fact that any team that I've been on, I've just been able to make new friends. Like last year, especially, like I was a junior, I didn't talk to many of the seniors, but all those basketball guys, like we just became close. And I can say the same thing for all the soccer guys too. Just a great group of guys, and it's that's the most rewarding for me when I can just go to practice and make new friends almost every day.
Awesome. I agree with you. That relationship piece is pretty huge. And those relationships are the things you're going to take with you the rest of your life, you know? So,
Hmm.
what about your favorite moment as an athlete at Hastings High School?
Favorite moment probably would have to be last year, senior night for basketball. We played North St. Paul at home. It was our last regular season game, and like this was our last game. And like I said before, I got close with these guys, and like at this point, these are my brothers, right? And just to see like because we North St. Paul was I'm pretty sure top two in the conference. Number one, no, they were number one in the conference at the end of the year. But to see the seniors get a win over a team like that, and like what it meant to them, it just like that's always gonna go down as one of my favorite moments. Love seeing that win.
That's awesome. So playing soccer and basketball, you've had a lot of success so far. What would you define as success, or what does success mean to you?
I think success is when a team can come together on and off the court. Like chemistry is there, teammates bonding off the court and that translating onto the court. And obviously, it doesn't hurt to get a win, but at the end of the day, you can't really have success if you don't have any fun. So just go out there. If you have fun, play your hardest with your teammates, and they all doing one collective job. That's success to me, no matter what the result is.
Awesome. So you've been playing sports for a long time here, a lot of soccer, a lot of basketball. Who would you say is one of the best coaches you've had? And you could pick one for both sports or just maybe one in particular for all the sports that you played. When did they coach you? And probably the most important thing too is what kind of lessons did they teach you?
Well, I'd have to say probably Coach Fike, to be honest. He just knows the game so well. He's so strategic, and everything in practice that we do is like planned. It's gonna translate into the game, like to our specific team. It's not just any like random drill that anybody does, and like that's what I really like about him. And also, he taught me how to be relentless, and that like you just need to have the Mamba mentality, pretty much. You just can never give up, never settle, and just keep pushing for greatness.
That's awesome. So once again, you've played a lot of soccer, a lot of basketball. You've been on many teams so far here at Hastings and at Hastings High School. Who would be one of the best teammates you played with? What influence did they have on you? What kind of traits did they bring to the team? And most importantly, what kind of impact did they have on you?
Well, most valuable teammate for me probably is going to be Evan McGinnis. I've been playing basketball with him since fourth grade, and we just click like on the court. There's like just that history of us just being playing together of all those years, and like we've gotten a little bit more comfortable with each other because we keep each other in check, like on the court. Like if I'm having an off night, he's gonna come over to me. He's like, "Hey, keep your head up, keep shooting," all that. I'm gonna do the same for him, and like we've gotten close like that, and he had he has a very good influence on me because whenever I'm down, he's always there to just push me back up. He's never satisfied with my play, which is a good thing.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
So once again, soccer or basketball, you could pick either sport for this question here. Did you ever have, or what opponent, other team, it could be club as well, someone that really brought out the best in you, someone that you really looked forward to competing against because you knew it was going to be a dogfight, anything like that? So which opponent did you always appreciate or always love playing against?
Okay, so I have one for basketball and soccer. So for soccer, it had to be St. Thomas Academy because they were always a powerhouse. They always had that one guy who was just better than everyone on our team. But our my junior year, we actually beat them away, and that there's nothing more like satisfying than beating St. Thomas at their place. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that was fun for me. But for basketball, I love playing Tartan because ever since like growing up playing traveling basketball, I'd always play Tartan, and they'd always talk trash to me. And something about talking trash to me just lights a flame in me. So I always look forward to it, and I always look forward to shutting them up too as well.
That's awesome. All right. Talking about you personally now, did you have a certain year? And once again, this could be soccer or basketball, or if you want to talk about both too. Did you have a certain year where you had a huge jump in your play, maybe in your mentality, maybe physically? Did you have a huge jump in a year, or was it kind of a gradual increase throughout your high school career? And if it was either or gradual increase or a big jump, what kind of things went into you improving or your improvement process?
Well, I think my biggest jump was from eighth grade to ninth grade because after my eighth grade year, I just kept going to the Y, and like I wasn't really doing many drills and stuff. I was just like shooting around, but that's when I like started to love the game, and that's when like it just really took off for me. So I spent that summer just like pretty much grinding, and I came back my freshman year, and I had a pretty good year, and but from freshman year to sophomore to senior year, I think it's a little bit more gradually increasing. Just learning new things every day. Like I'm still catching up on some things right now. Um, but yeah, whenever I want to improve, I always have to make a plan for myself because I need to know what drill to do, how long to do it, and if I'm gonna do a drill, I need to make sure that it's gonna translate into in a game scenario. So
Awesome. Last couple questions then for you here, Japhi. If you could give two pieces of advice to parents or coaches from your experiences, what would those two pieces of advice be?
well, for parents, they should probably talk to their kids about like at a younger age, start talking about like what they want to do for like college sports, maybe college, and because parents can definitely help their kids achieve their goals, but they just need to know what those goals are, and maybe even though the kids don't even know. So just talking and all that, like never hurts to talk and all that. But for coaches, I would say maybe work a little bit more on player development because kids at a younger age don't really know what to work on, and they sometimes are not focused and goof around and stuff when they're by themselves. So like player development from coaches would help a lot.
Awesome. Last one then for you. Same kind of question. If you had to give two pieces of advice to maybe your peers or younger student athletes, what would those two pieces of advice be and why?
My first one would be if you want to make it to the next level, you have to put on a lot of work, like a lot of work. Um, you can't just think, oh, I can just sleep in and I'll go to the Y, you know, get some shots up. But there are people that are getting up at 6 a.m. and like have these professional trainers that, they were like blessed, I guess, somehow getting all these trainers and all that, while some of us don't have like that luxury, right? So what you got to do, you just got to keep your mind on the target. You have one goal, work for it. And then my second piece of advice, just be have fun, because it's not worth doing something, not worth playing a sport if you're not having fun, and just enjoy being around the people around you. That's pretty much it.
That's awesome. Well, JP, that's all the questions I got for you. Last thing, then I'll open up the floor for you. Anything you want to talk about, anything I didn't ask you, the floor is all yours.
Well, nah, there's really nothing. I just want to say thank you pretty much for having me on here.
No worries. Yeah, the fans are going to be loving this. All right.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Thanks.
You too.